Hey friends, it's Michelle. Welcome to Kansas Girl 1969. I want to let you know that I am getting ready to go into an esthetician doctor's office and get some injections in my lips. I think maybe just my bottom lip, but maybe a little in the upper lip too. Because I've noticed more lipstick bleeding into lines and I'm not really liking that. So we're going to try this, and I can't remember now what she's going to use. I will come back on afterward to let you see what it looks like. She said it's going to be swollen. Okay, that took a while. She ended up, it was Restylane that she put in my lips, and she actually helped to find the upper and lower and work just a little bit here on the corners to try to do away with marionette lines. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong place, not used to recording on my phone. So this is me right after the procedure. I'm a little swollen, and I think actually it's just going to look very natural and help my lipstick not to bleed when I'm done. So I'm still a little bit numb. She said I'll probably feel bruised, and then I can take some ibuprofen or something like that tonight. I may even be more swollen tomorrow, but then the swelling should go down and things should be looking good. It's the next day. It's the day after I got the Restylane injected into my lips. And I'm having a migraine day, so maybe you can tell by my eyes. People having a little bit hard time talking and eating and drinking. I was up at 4 a.m. with my lips really hurting and a migraine. I had already started getting the migraine before I went to bed, so I did take migraine meds. It's just that I think this is going to be a stubborn one. I have a little bit of clear lip balm on my lips, and I'm just going to take it easy. I've taken Advil, and of course that hasn't helped my head too much. It did help my lips. I'm going to go take a rest, but I wanted to let you see the swollen lips for day 2, and I bet they'll be a lot better tomorrow. So I will check back with you and show you the progress. I feel like I'm doing much better today. I was able to go to church this morning. My head hurt a little bit, so I took some headache meds, and I think that probably helped with my lips too, but really they don't hurt much at all today. Now I do feel like I have a knot in the corner right here on the right side, and I asked my husband if he could tell by looking at me that there's a knot there, and he said no. So I think maybe it's not visible, but I can feel it inside my mouth, and so I'm not sure if that's normal. And I will then call the doctor tomorrow and just ask about that. And it could be that in my 2-week follow-up appointment that she would dissolve that a little bit if it's still there. I don't think it's a big deal, but I do want to ask about it. I wanted to let you know that the procedure itself, as far as pain goes, it was kind of painful. I did have numbing cream first applied to my lips, and that did help. But it did kind of hurt. She did as few injection sites as possible, and that would just reuse that site when she could. So she basically used the corners of my mouth and a little injection on the side of each lip, and then would thread her little applicator, I forget what she called it, cannula I think. She would thread the cannula through and make a channel and then inject the Restylane in there. And the nice thing is that the Restylane she used also had a numbing agent mixed in with it, and so once she would start injecting, then that area she was working on would become numb. But threading that cannula through kind of did hurt, and my eyes were crying. Then she had to also inject separately into the Cupid's bow area, and you know, so that hurt too, but it wasn't bad. I mean, what we go through for beauty is hilarious sometimes, but it really wasn't bad. Hi everybody, now it's been about a month since I had those injections done in my lips. I'm actually going back in for one more syringe. She doesn't know, the doctor doesn't know if she'll actually put the whole syringe into my lips. She still wants me to have a natural look, but I'll have to let you know afterward what we end up doing, because she said we might put some of the Restylane in my lips and then some on the marionette lines, and I will leave that up to her as the professional. So here's what I look like about a month after having the outer part of my lips enhanced a little, and it's really probably not noticeable to anybody but myself. But I think it's helped with the lipstick bleeding type of issue. Alright, well, I will check back in with ya Probably an hour later. It took her about an hour to work on me because she numbed me up. This time she gave me a dental block in addition to the numbing cream, which was awesome. So I did have a little bit of pain, but not bad at all. And some of the time I didn't even feel anything at all pain-wise. So that was awesome. She went ahead and put one whole syringe into my lips. So here I am. Of course, I'm swollen. I'll be super swollen tomorrow, but I will let you see what it looks like. And I'm supposed to be icing my lips today. She said I could take an antihistamine and I can take some ibuprofen. And so I will do that. This is the next day. I'm kind of swollen, as you can see, a little bit bruised. I have a little bit of lip balm on. Let me get close and show you. Pretty swollen up. But actually, I'm not hurting a lot. I've been taking ibuprofen and putting on my lip balm. I'm getting ready to put some ice on my mouth just for the swelling. And I took an antihistamine last night. So really, overall, it's less painful this time around than the last time around. I actually got more injected straight into my lips this time, so it's kind of weird. I will check in with you tomorrow. Sunday, I got my lips filled on Friday, so now we're on, what is that, day 2 or 3? I guess if you count Friday as day 1, then I'm on day 3, and it's still looking pretty swollen, kind of bumpy, and can you see the bruising in here? Sorry, that was weird. Anyway, I used a lip scrub. I went to church first, and then when I got back, I realized that I had lots of dry skin, because you know when your lips swell and they shrink back up, you get dry skin. So I used a lip scrub, which helped, and then just put a bunch of, some of that sugar, that brand sugar lip balm on. Now it's Monday, and so I wanted to let you see what my lips look like now. They're still puffy. The bottom lip is pretty swollen, and I think it's lumpy, and it's not as bruised. I'll get closer so you can see and smile. Cheese. That was weird. Ironically, yesterday at TJ Maxx, I ran into the doctor who did my injections in my lips, and so she was checking me out in TJ Maxx, looking at it, and said she was surprised by the bruising, which is much better today now. And she just said to massage my lips if I was feeling lumps, and that she thought that they looked good for only being a few days after the injections. And she said everything will take at least a couple weeks to calm down so we can see what it's going to look like. Good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday morning. So this is day 5 after having the lip injections, the filler. And I think my lips are looking pretty good. I'm getting a little bit closer so you can see. I think that they're looking better today, not as lumpy or bruised. And I have a little bit of, let's see, I have a Tarte Lip Surgeons on and a little bit of the Tarte Lip Gloss on over that. And I will just, you know, I'm sure it'll get better looking over the next week or two. I'm kind of liking how it is now. So I'm thinking I'm going to be happy with this. I would try filming this last segment from my car since I had other car scenes. But this is my look after 1 week. I'm sitting at a stoplight on my way home from work, so I think probably the people in the cars around me think I'm a nut. This is, like I said, 1 week after having the Restylane injected, and my doctor said that actually you won't have the full results until 2 weeks. So changes will still occur within the next week. But here's what it looks like close up. And the light changed, so I have to go. I will be right back. Thanks for joining me, everybody. I hope that you will comment on this video, and if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. And I will talk to you next time. Bye!